It any easier when I found her years later, a vampire herself.
But you still used the power she gave you to set things right.
Yeah, I did. Listen, all I'm saying is that fighting Lilith won't be easy for any of us. But for you, it's gonna be hell. I just want you to be ready when the time comes.
Count on it.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
Lots of pings coming in from off-world, but this fight's not finished. Hydra's flush with arcane artifacts, and now we've got none. This is just what we hope to avoid.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
What's new, Hunter? Beginning decryption sequence. And Hydra rears its ugly head. One of them, anyway. We're ready to make a move. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
I had...
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monk?
Make it my highest priority.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before. Do as you wish. Stay out of trouble.
Lilith's not stopping, and neither are we.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Not bad, right? I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. See ya, Hunter.
Farewell.
What I needed. Think Dr. Strange knows Mer?
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Danger Room, eat your heart out. Do your thing.
Lovecraft, Crowley, transcendental magic, conquest through technology and mysticism by Victor Von Doom. Guessing this library doesn't carry the Hardy Boys.
I am unfamiliar with their work.
I brought you here, Hunter, so we might reconnect with your roots. To remind you of who you are, where you came from, and where you can go. And, more importantly, who I believe you can become.
If the answers to my destiny were in these pages, I am sure we would have found them by now.
You are the author of your destiny, Hunter. Great. Now I'm starting to sound like Nick Fury's autobiography. Keep striving to be the best version of the Hunter you can be. If you keep doing the work, nothing will be out of your reach. Except for that row of encyclopedias at the top of that bookshelf. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a ladder for that.
Does your mother have a thing for deserts and healing crystals?
We can't let Strange ruminate or spiral over this, Hunter. Got it?
I wish we had more time for pleasantries, but the prophecy draws nearer each day.
Doctor,
If you've come to cheer me up, don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do or say that could possibly lift my spirits.
I just came to express my condolences for the loss of your home.
I appreciate that, but I wish that was the only thing that was lost.
What else was lost, Doctor?
Do you even have to ask? You saw that all that dark energy burst from my building, electrifying the New York skyline with a supernatural storm. Those were Lilith's forces erupting into this world. Now they are free to scour every corner of this earth for the parchment. You should have let me go down with the Sanctum. Maybe I could have reactivated some ward of protection that would have prevented all her Lilin from escaping into the wild.
It would not have made a difference, Doctor. Nothing you could have done would have prevented this.
Well, I like to think that I could have made a difference, regardless of what you or the rest of the Sons might think. But there is no changing the past now, any more than I can peer into the future. We must accept this loss and gather our resolve. Like it or not, the reality is that Lilith is one step closer from completing the Darkhold and summoning...
Chthon.
We cannot let that happen.
Lilith seeks to wipe all our havens from the earth. Avenger's Tower, the Sanctum Sanctorum. Our beloved Abbey must not suffer the same fate.
I think a change of scenery should do us some good.
You are not a city person?
Give me wide open spaces any day. More room to fly.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
He didn't have it. How about you?
We're being paid to find the Page Creed. Have fun on your own time.
Oh, this ain't about the money anymore.
Get inside. You can go straight to hell. Oh, if you can! Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the Page, Blaze.
Nice to meet you, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
Ah, they dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard
Hear
much of...
that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with. They call that the nest. The altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it.
Keep it up. I'm not worried.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
Should do the trick.
How that works.
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
time.
Nice move.
Kiss it goodbye. Bad luck for you, bub.
Cannot fail.
Here comes a few more.
None can escape.
Try and hit harder than that.
Still on my case here?
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. You attached to that face. That fucking hurt. It's my turn now.
To the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
Here we go. You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already. It's about time. Guess I'm still the focus here.
Face your end.
You will obey.
What did we learn today? Don't make the same mistake twice.
Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments. Shrines to Lilith that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Got your back! They still haven't changed their minds. think these guys got their tactics from the back of a magazine. I feel great.
Hope I don't end up on the wrong side of that one day.
Don't mess with me.
No more wasted time.
Thing has me trapped.
We need to wrap this up and rip him a new one.
Blade has proven resourceful in the past. I'm sure he'll hold his own. For now.
Just saying, Creed may be ugly and stupid, but he's dangerous. Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
They're going down.
That looked like it hurt.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favorite ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt!
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them!
No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mommy would. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. It's a deadly one.
Interesting.
Leave some for the rest of us. You will have to do better than that. Is that all?
Mother won't let me fade away. I'm just gonna keep coming back. Mother made sure of that.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
They are set on coming after me.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game. It won't be that easy anymore.
Not enough.
Here, this should help.
Guess this is the end of the line for you.
You don't know who you're messing with. You should have known better.
Come get it.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival. I could have almost tasted their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
Where's the lady?
Something's wrong.
Walk in the light.
Feeling good. the strong one?
Behold the light's gift. Just like old times.
To give up?
Maybe I should be flattered. Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black long before she got to it.
Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, old Sabretooth here is 1 in a million.
You keep talking, but I'm still here.
Not a problem.
Now that was something. They do not stand a chance.
Every once in a while, the legends are true. Now for something real special. Not looking good for you.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the Parchment of Power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other. Now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
Grade A bull. Is Steve Rogers everyone?
I can see you are still upset, Illyana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet. No matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Chthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea who to entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold. And if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
Okay, so I'm a Spider-Man caught up in a world of magic and demons. How do I keep getting into these messes?
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up.
I'm getting used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
I could never be comfortable around a large population.
I get that. What happens if the power inside gets twisted somehow? That's a frightening amount of collateral damage.
Do you worry that you will lose control?
Not anymore. I've learned to be comfortable in my own skin, but I do remember that feeling. What about you? You died here, so I bet you have some complicated thoughts about this place.
It seems the bad memories of this place outnumber the good ones.
I had a place like that. When you're done with all this, you can leave. For good, if you want. Don't believe anyone who says you have to come back. Do what's best for you. If that's the Abbey in your rear view, so be it. I'll help you pack your bags.
Thanks, Carol.
Of course. We're doing this again. Make plans. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter. I miss it. Up in the stars.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. I wish I could have helped today, Hunter.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
If you talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Blaze has the parchment. We must find him.
I can hear you standing there, Hunter.
What are you reading, Miko?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It does seem to be one of the centers of supernatural activity around here.
You feel that too, huh? Sometimes when I'm in here, all the hairs on my neck stand straight up. But in a warm and fuzzy, friendly ghost kind of way.
Find anything helpful?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Do not get your hopes up too much. It is probably just an account of an unexplained disease, or just a legend.
Some legends are real. You should know that, since you literally are one. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So, like, when the light worker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Well, if you want to save Wanda, you will have to take risks.
100%. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now.
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
Secrets are what give us power, Stark. Guard them with your life.
And what do you think the rest of the team would say to that?
They all have secrets of their own. Do not let them force you to give up yours.
Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
Do you really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kinda known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
You have not earned my trust yet. Maybe when I see results.
Oh yeah, when you see the results, you're gonna be blown away.
Blown away? You mean destroyed?
No, it's a figure of speech. I'm not literally destroying anything. Please excuse me, I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
You wanted to speak, Carol?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks.
Thanks for what?
For surprising me with your unexpected friendship. I did not see that coming. Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of peeps I can call friends. Not close ones, at least.
I do not believe it. You are like the popular girl in one of Nico's high school movies.
You're not referring to one of those mean girl characters, are you? Because I know I can spar with the best of them, but I try to give everyone around me a fair shake.
No. You are like that high school vampire slayer who has a group of friends who look out for her, even though she cannot exactly see how loved and admired she is by all.
I'm glad you're here, Hunter. I feel like you get just how heavy all that extra baggage can be when it comes to having crazy freaking superpowers.
Does it not bother you that my mother is the reason why the world needs saving?
We all got our flaws, and my parents weren't too great either. Being a girl in the Danvers family, well, it was challenging. And you know what they say, the child of my enemy is my friend.
I'm not sure I have ever heard that.
Something like that. All I know is that even if your mom's a bit of a bummer, you're pretty stand-up, and that's good enough for me. Anyway, I should let you get back to whatever cool thing you were doing before I dragged you out here to get all gushy.
Anytime, Carol.